Welcome to Fuel for Life, Human Rocket Fuel, Little Naite Adventures by Dr. Oudi Abouchacra. And my name is Sandra Corrado, your reader. Chapter 1, Little Naite learns about the digestive system. Little Naite is a boy who loves life and dreams of living forever. He lives on the island of paradise. Each day is filled with incredible adventures, lessons, and some not so fun stuff too, all of which little Naite is always inspired to share. Little Naite knows that the gift of life is given a day at a time, so he lives each day to the fullest. Little Naite especially loves the Speedy River. It connects paradise to all the other islands. Roto is his super fast canoe. One day, little Naite was enjoying some pistachios and grapes in Roto, his super fast canoe, when he began to wonder, what happens to food once it's inside? He pondered. He decided to visit Doc, the chiropractor, who explained how it all works. Well, you see, little Naite, the digestive system turns your food into fuel for your life, he said. How does it work? While you're chewing, an invisible little demolition crew called enzymes assist you. What happens next? Asked an interested little Naite. Smiling, he continued, you swallow the pieces, which are all smaller by now, and then they go down to a magic slippery tube called the esophagus. What then? Wondered little Naite, who was enjoying this new lesson from Doc. Then the food goes into your stomach, where acid helps to break it down even more. Wow, it's like the food goes into a volcano. Yes, it is kind of like a volcano, except instead of lava, there's acid, said Doc. Are you still with me? You bet, he replied. Okay, now the food travels through your curvy, swervy intestines, where the innate wisdom of your body decides what to keep and what to give back to nature. At that point, little Naite just had to say, you mean the superhero inside of me? Doc chuckled. Yes, indeed. So you can see the digestive system takes what the body needs from food to give us energy to do what we love. Wow, it's like the river. After the rain, it decides what to keep in and what to brush into the shore. I'll keep your teachings close to my stomach. My heart, he said, waving before he charged for Roto, his super fast canoe. Chapter 2, Curvy, Swervy Intestines. The next day, little Naite paid close attention to the type of food other animals ate. Do all animals have the same digestive system? He wondered. He went to see Doc and asked him just that. Hey, Doc, I was wondering, since gorillas eat different food than lions, does that mean their digestive system are different? Little Naite, that's a great question. See, after chewing, food goes down the esophagus and into the volcano-like stomach. That part is the same for all animals. However, in gorillas, food then goes along their curvy, swervy intestine, which gives their food a longer time to travel. Along the way, water and important nutrients from the leaves, shoots, roots, bark, buds, and fruit are kept within the body. Oh, I know what happens next. Anything that isn't needed is given back to nature, said an excited little Naite. You got it. Now let's see how lions are different. Lions' intestines are straight and like a tube because it's important for the food to go through quickly. That's why lions don't have curvy, swervy intestines. Then little Naite asked this very clever question. If people have intestines that are curvy and swervy, why do we sometimes eat fruit and salad leaves like gorilla and other times eat meat like lions? Excellent question. Our digestive system can use both types of food to fuel our lives. As people, we are lucky because we have a choice. Everyone chooses to eat in his or her own way. Wow! Thanks for another great lesson, he said gratefully as he charged for Roto, his super fast canoe. Chapter 3. Little Nate meets Mr. G. The next day, little Nate went to pay Mr. G a visit. Mr. G is a gorilla and owner of the banana and honey stand on Coconut Island. Hi, Mr. G, said little Nate. Well, hello there, young fellow. What can I get for you? He asked with a big, friendly smile. I'd love a small banana with a touch of honey, please. Coming right up. Hey, Mr. G, I have a question for you. Ask away, little Nate. I was wondering why you like to eat leaves and fruit when it seems that most others would rather eat meat. Doesn't it take too long to eat enough to fill you up? But you see, all that chewing makes my jaws strong and my muscles fit. It teaches me about patience, and most of all, it's the food I like the best, explained Mr. G. Hey, I also noticed that you never drink water. Is that right? That's right. I wouldn't recommend that for you, but I don't need to drink water because I get water from all the vegetables I eat. Everyone eats and drinks slightly different, Mr. G told him. He pointed to another gorilla near a tree and explained, lowland gorillas, like my pal Lalo over there, eats grubs and insects because that's what they enjoy. Lalo gave little Nate a wave, and he waved back as Mr. G continued, gorillas often fight and bicker with one another because we don't eat all the same. But it doesn't matter to me what others eat, as long as we remember to eat something after all the bickering. Thanks, guys, little Nate shouted as he charged for Roto, his super fast canoe. Chapter 4. Fruits and veggies, nuts and legumes. The next day, little Nate was walking through Paradise Island when he ran into Cece. Hey, little Nate, how you doing? She asked, a little out of breath. Great, Cece. I see that you're running as usual. I'm training for another mini marathon through the mountains. That's great, Cece. Good luck, and I hope you do well, little Nate said. He was curious, so he asked, what kind of food do you eat? Well, that's easy. Fruits and vegetables are my favorite. Why do you like fruits and vegetables so much? I like them because they're just like the world and people. They're made up of mostly water. Is that all you eat? Asked little Nate. No, I kind of eat like Remo. Remo the squirrel always says, I'm Remo and I'm nuts about nuts. And when I crack the shell, I give a big yell. You know what else I like? Legumes. And when my brother steals some from my plate, I say, you're pulling my leg, and he laughs. She giggled and little Nate started laughing too. Little Nate didn't know, so he asked, what exactly are legumes? My mom says they're anything that comes in a pouch, like peas in a pod or beans in a rod. Eating like this in the morning fills me up with energy and keeps me feeling light. That way I can keep running. I guess it's the right fuel for your life. You betcha, little Nate. My dad says the key is to find the best fuel for you. I gotta go. See you around, she said and sprinted away. Chapter 5. Little Nate visits Num Num. The next day, little Nate stopped at Num Num, the food marketplace. When he arrived, he saw that Doc, Mr. G, Bezo the Lion, and Cece were all heading inside. After saying hello and sharing a few laughs, they all spread out in their different directions. Doc picked up some potatoes and fresh beans. Mr. G went straight for vegetables. Cece ran past Bezo. who was on his way to the deli and picked her favorite bright red tomatoes and a collection of nuts. Laylo was off to the grub section as little Nate was picking out the largest avocados in the basket. They all decided to have a picnic, so they sat in a nice patch of shade under a huge tree and shared what they had with each other. Little Nate realized he forgot something important. "Oh, I forgot honey," he said disappointingly. "No problem, little Nate. I'll share mine with you," offered a beaming Mr. G. Chapter 6. Little Nate Meets Sue and Seba. Little Nate was traveling through Paradise Island and he ran into Sue and Seba. They believe that eating is a time to gather, a time for fun, a time to refuel your body. They're both excellent cooks and can cook almost anything. They taught little Nate some very important lessons. Remember, the more you chew, the easier it is on the superhero within you, they reminded him. They also told him not to overdo it by saying moderation is the secret to eating. Sue and Seba answered little Nate's questions about why everyone eats so differently. They explained it simply to him. Some people live by the water, so they eat mostly fish, while others live where it is really cold, so they eat mostly animal blubber. Others live in places where you can get all kinds of food, so they eat a little bit of everything. The key is to respect each other's ways. Little Nate was thankful for all he learned, and this is what he thought as he paddled down the river. Thank you for my digestive system, the crew that turns food into fuel. Thank you for the huge, wide range of food. I learned the moderation rule. Thank you for the choice, the wisdom to share, this fuel for life which shows you care. Thank you for fruits, veggies, nuts, leggies, avocados, honey, and meat. Thank you for good times shared with my friends, together at dinner to eat. Chapter 7. Little Nate's Favorite Snacks. Sue and Seba came up with the cookbook idea, and they needed little Nate's help. They asked him to share his favorite snack ideas, and this is what he shared. Avocado topped with honey. Find your favorite green avocado. Be patient and wait a few days until it is ripe. Cut it in half and remove the seed, then fill the hole with honey. Some say it tastes like French toast. Bananas and peanuts, bees and peas. Place some peanuts onto a flat plate. Peel a banana halfway and break a piece off. Now use the end of the banana to pick up some peanuts and eat your peanut-covered banana. Make sure you don't have a peanut allergy first. Pistachios and grapes. The PGs. Eat a few pistachios, and when your mouth feels dry and needs freshening up, pop in a grape or two. Frozen banana dessert. Peel a banana and put it into a plastic freezer bag. Put it into the freezer. After an hour, add honey, strawberries, blueberries, and perhaps your favorite nuts, and enjoy. Here's little Nate. In the following weeks, little Nate looked forward to the much talked about cookbook by Sue and Seba called Fuel Your Life. Till next time, remember to feed the superhero within. And that is the end of our story. On this page, there are behind the scenes extra, and you can read this through an online chat between little Nate and Doc. Little Nate: Doc, I know that eating the right foods is important to being healthy and strong, but does that mean I should never eat chocolate, ice cream, and chips? Doc: That is a great question, little Nate. First, let me tell you that junk food is not all bad. What is important is that it is not overdone. You're still young, so your parents and teachers will tell you when to stop, but as you get older, you will know when enough is enough. Little Nate: Doc, why is it important to drink so much water every day? Doc says, well, little Nate, water, although the softest of things, is very powerful. It can make a hole in a mountain. Every cell in your body requires water, and without water, we become weak. So drinking plenty of water is important if you want to be healthy and strong. Little Nate asks, Doc, my mom says I have to eat my fruits and vegetables every day. Why are they important? Doc says, you see, fruits and vegetables are packed full of goodness. You notice that a carrot is shaped like a rocket. Well, that is because it is the power behind your vision. Each fruit and vegetable has important vitamins and minerals inside that the body needs as fuel. Little Nate says, Doc, I learned so much. It all makes sense to me now. All this talk about food is making me hungry. I feel like eating chicken. Doc asks, chicken? Did you learn nothing? Little Nate says, don't worry, Doc. I'm going to have a chicken salad. Doc says, good for you, little Nate. Bye. Little Nate, bye. Little Nate says, oh, Doc, I forgot to ask, any homework? Doc says, yes, indeed. Every time after you eat, write down how you feel. In time, you will have your own personalized Little Nate cookbook. Little Nate says, thanks, Doc. Doc responds, you're most welcome. So that was behind the scenes extra. Thank you for joining me.